Alright, today I've got way too much stuff in the garage to get the truck inside, so we're in my driveway. But today we're working on my Land Rover that I just picked up, my second Land Rover. I kind of fell in love with the first one, decided I needed another one apparently. But it's got a fairly common issue, which it seems, at least according to my research. The stereo is locked on the Land Rover screen. So I'll show you what's happening. I had the same issue with my other one, but it sort of fixed itself. This one, not so much. So you can see everything turns on, but it doesn't respond to anything. So there's lots of info out there on fixing the Range Rover, but I couldn't find a whole heck of a lot on fixing the Discovery, which is what this is. So I figured I'd just quickly kind of go through the steps to repair it, and maybe someone will find this useful. So to deal with this issue, at least one of the most common causes of this issue, you got to climb into the back of the truck, and what we're actually going to access is the Bluetooth module. Now the Bluetooth module is located behind the passenger rear interior panel here. So I already got it taken apart. To get it off is pretty easy. Behind this little cap here, I can't get it off at the moment, there's a Phillips screw. Get the rubber molding off on the door there, and then there's a couple of clips back here which you'll need to pop out as well. Once those are popped out, you can pull this section forward and this whole panel pops off the top. So I'll just show you where the clips are on this one as well, in case you need to remove your panel. So don't just pry the front or you'll snap these clips off. It comes off from the back first. So back here, lifts up, and then you can lift it up and out that way. Then you're going to need a T25 Torx, and you're going to remove this here. This is the Nokia Bluetooth module. And plugged into the bottom, you're going to see this guy. So what these are actually fiber optic lines. So if I had the truck on, you'd see one of these would be glowing red and the other one not. Now the issue is somewhere inside this module, it's lost communication. Once this loses communication with the head unit, it locks up. So we're gonna bypass it because honestly I don't really care about having Bluetooth. I'd never use it anyways. So we're gonna pull out these lines, and you can buy a jumper online, but I don't want to wait for it to come in, and I'm cheap. So what I've done, I printed up this little guy here. And now I'm gonna go print the second one because I can't get to that. Okay, so I got another one printed. The other one is now a permanent fixture somewhere in the car. But all we're gonna do is take this thing, and all it is a hollow tube, 5mm ID with a 2mm wall printed in PETG, just because if it does get hot in here, using PLA will melt. And all I'm gonna do is take each of these guys and I'm going to insert them into either side of this little spacer. And then just to hold it in place, this isn't ideal, but I'm just going to put some electrical tape on it, and that should stop them from backing out. Okay, so that's wrapped up. So what you can do if you just want to test this out, that's the original clip that comes off of it. To pull the fiber optic cables out, this little blue clip here, just push it from this side. The blue clip will come out, and then the fiber optic cables just pull right out of it. You can pull them out and then kind of push them in halfway on either side and just see if that clears up your problem. If it does, then you can try and make something a little bit more permanent, or you can buy the bypass. But let's go try this out and see if it worked.
You can access his podcast through the podcast app. That's Jeff.
Alright, so there we go. That cost a whole 6 cents to fix. I just gotta reassemble the back and that project's done. Okay, so that wraps it up. I did attempt to take a video of how to reassemble all of this, but I had the camera set on photo mode, so sorry. Anyways, panels are all back on again. Again, there's a clip here, 2 clips here. Angle this panel in first this way, put it down, clip those outside clips in, line everything up here, line it up here, and then just push the panel back into the 2 clips back here. Once those are in, you can knock those 2 guys back in, 2 down here, put your screw back in here, and your door weather stripping. And that is pretty much it. If you've got rear audio control, remember to plug that in before you get it all assembled. Yeah, sorry, no video. One other thing about this whole issue, one thing that can manifest is the navigation or the radio actually will stay on after you turn the key off. It doesn't go to sleep and it can kill your battery, which is actually what's happened here, which is why my hood's open right now and I got a battery charger on it. It didn't go to sleep last night and it drained my battery down pretty low. So if you do run into that, or your nav screen is locked on the Landrover symbol, this is a pretty easy thing to tear into. A few clips, a few bolts, and 1 wire. So it's worth trying. See if you can fix it yourself. Might save you a few bucks instead of taking it down to Landrover. If it's not that, well, maybe you're gonna have to take it down to them to get them to do a little bit more diag on it. But anyways, that project's finished, so moving on to the next one. Have a good one.